We finally got them. A pair of monumental rulings about who exactly the president can fire. The question is there anyone insulated from this type of political process and pressure? The Supreme Court today says yes. The one person the president cannot fire is Lisa Cook. Lisa Cook is on the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, and today the Supreme Court saying the Federal Reserve is actually different. The Federal Reserve is actually special. However, there are some people the president can fire, like Rebecca Slaughter. You'll remember Rebecca Slaughter, not a household name, but she's on the Federal Trade Commission. She's on one of these multi-member boards. It's supposed to be staggered terms. In fact, the president actually appointed her, then Biden kept her on, and then Trump said, you know what, actually, she doesn't jibe with our agenda. I want to get rid of her. Today, the Supreme Court saying, yes, he can do that. So you might say, well, maybe it's a mixed bag. The Supreme Court's decision on Lisa Cook is actually the big headline here, because the Supreme Court is saying the Fed is special. And the president has been very critical of the Fed, very critical of interest rates. He's tried to put his thumb on the scale, and today the Supreme Court saying he cannot do that. So how does this fit in the larger pattern of this term? In some ways, this term really has been about executive power, separation of powers. Where are the limits, right? We started out months ago with the Supreme Court handing him a major loss as it relates to tariffs. But remember, this is the same Supreme Court that also said he should enjoy some measure of presidential immunity for things that he had been criminally indicted for. Today is a loss for him. He wanted to be able to fire Lisa Cook, but they aren't giving him a complete loss because of the Slaughter decision. And so it really is sort of a mixed bag, but overall, this is a very, very big, significant moment for as it relates to executive power, not just for President Trump, but all presidents going forward.